Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I do not know, again, what the title of this episode, but we'll see once I post it. So, all glory be to God on this dearly beloved Saturday morning still. Woke up around 9. I don't know when I specifically got out of my bed, but I know it was around 11. All glory be to God. My internet's back up and running, so I'm free to play my Xbox again. I'm free to upload more music now. And we'll definitely see, especially with the music, we'll see what happens. Because if I can go ahead and get out, if I can go ahead and finish a few albums, before, like I said, before July's over, I'm definitely going to do that. I'm going to just finish a few albums, like Palm Valley Academy's album and so forth and so forth, and just go ahead and do that. Because again, as I was scrolling through my iPad last night, I got again so much new music that none of y'all have ever heard, probably like 50 plus songs that nobody's ever heard, and it's quite beautiful. It's quite riveting. I wanted to say that without stuttering, but who am I kidding? Either way, you can laugh if you want to. It's quite riveting. All the songs that I have that I have not yet attached the beats to, mixed the beats on, and released for you all yet. But again, they're definitely coming soon. Quite a few love songs in there, quite a few women's empowerment songs, about 2 or 3 fans of fashions, a few tributes to schools, and as well stuff relating to everybody's everyday life, pretty much. Again, because I don't know if anybody noticed by now within my music catalog, but I make a lot of songs that definitely focus on our everyday life. Our everyday feelings about loves and relationships, about family, about work ethic, and stuff like that. I make a lot of songs about just our everyday life, really. I really do. I don't know how much I've released that shows that, but if I haven't released many, I'm about to release a ton, that focus on just, everyday life thoughts, moments, and, work ethic, and etc. But I definitely got some praise and worship songs in this catalog. And most definitely, Lord knows, I'm definitely going to make a gospel album titled Praise and Worship, just to let everybody know that. And we'll see when that comes out. One of the top things I wanted to focus on, I'm pretty sure in this episode, this probably should be titled Believable Faith Ministries, so I'm probably about to go ahead and spaz out with that a little bit. One of the top things to all the kids that, once again, that I mentor, predominantly during the school year, I've been mentoring for the past 2-3 years, if not the whole 5 years, at Allen High School. I want all the kids that look up to me in any type of way. I want y'all to know one of the top things that, whether it's verbally in person or from afar and stuff like YouTube and stuff like that, I want y'all to learn from me, is definitely the art of always living up to your faith and being a walking embodiment of your faith. Because there's a lot of false prophets out there, and most definitely a lot of them are exposing themselves literally every single day, and stuff like that. But most definitely to stay strong in the Lord. And I've been preaching that within a lot of my music, definitely over, obviously, the course of my entire career, but definitely it's been more, you can hear more clearly within the last year or two with my records. But like I said, I encourage kids with their faith with Jesus. I encourage kids with their faith, period, to better themselves, better their families, better their communities, and etc. And one of the top things I want all kids who look up to me in any type of way to learn is how to always stand up for what you God first believe in, and try to always be the best walking embodiment of faith that you possibly can. Because I'm not saying you're going to get everything right, because I don't get everything right my own self. But I can assure you one of the top things that I've been doing over the past few years is getting enough things right to where nobody can tell me I'm not a, walking embodiment of faith, or nobody can tell me that I don't possess believable faith. Which is, like I said before, if you journey back, not a ton, but if you journey back within this last week, if you journey back within this YouTube channel, you're going to see a video where I posted, I was laying down, it was at nighttime, and I was talking about where I got the ideas from Believable Faith Ministries. And one of the top ways I got the ideas from was just the fact being, at least in my best opinion, I got it from the fact being of, like, how, I mean, think about it, having a conversation with your friend and being tempted to say to them that you don't possess believable faith because this is how you talk and act here, and it doesn't match up. The math doesn't add up, you know. Or imagine being in a conversation with a friend and say this person does possess believable faith because this is their actions and this is how it adds up to what they're preaching and etc. Or to just what the Bible teaches and etc. So most definitely, I just want to let every kid out there know that that's one of the top 3 things, if not just the number 1 thing I want you to learn from me, is how to always be the best walking embodiment of faith you possibly can. Do for better and for worse. To where nobody can tell you you don't possess believable faith at the end of the day. And if somebody is to dare question whether you do or not, you can put them in their place right then and there. Because trust me, through my at least take what I'm about to say, for example, I feel like I've been under attack with that subject of whether or not I possess believable faith in every day for quite some time. And I don't mean under attack to where it's like I feel like I don't know. I mean under attack by other people trying to tell me that I don't, or whatever the case is. I've been under attack with that for quite some time. But like I said before, when you look at my fan base of all the kids that I've encountered over the last few years at Nice, and even at sporting events with our visitors and etc., which I greeted as as an ambassador to Nice High School. Again, quite a few would believe that I do, and quite a few have told me that I do possess. A lot of people have told me again. I mean, how I have the Holy Spirit in me, and how I definitely am a positive, upright, moral person, etc. So, like I said, the evidence proves what it proves in my life with my story, and I'm just definitely trying to give you all the best advice for your story. So definitely, if anybody were to dare test your faith, like test and say that you don't possess it, you can put them in their place. Hopefully within less than 5 minutes, because it doesn't take me long to put people in their place when they try to tell me I don't possess believable faith. Not to say anybody said those exact words to me, but they've definitely alluded to it in many types of ways. But definitely to all kids out there, that's definitely one of the top things I want you to learn from me. And, throughout my entire lifetime, again, 20 years old now. I don't know how many more years the Lord will continuously bless me to live, but definitely one of the top things I want every kid out there to learn from me is how to always, be the best walking embodiment of faith that you possibly can. And to where if somebody definitely were to try to test you, challenge you on that, you can school them in less than 5 minutes. Because a lot of these people have no clue what the heck they're talking about, and they're just, they're just rumbling off at the mouth, or rambling off at the mouth, whichever word you want to use there, just to say something. And it makes them look even more foolish because they don't know what they're saying. The math does not back up with what they're saying. So again, like I said, I got internet back, ladies and gentlemen. About to play my Xbox, play a little Madden. And like I said, I could definitely upload new music this weekend. All glory be to God with that. And just let everybody know that definitely I'm going to try to finish. If not this weekend, I'm going to try to definitely do it sometime definitely before July's over. Finish up a few, 2 or 3 albums, or as many albums as I feel like it within a time span, because it'd be a blessing to wherever I end up in August or September, have a good 4 or 5 bodies of work just right there, fresh off the boat, for anybody to again judge, critique, or like, listen, jam out to, and etc. I would love to have a good 4 or 5 bodies of work that's out there for people to listen to, especially if you are a fan of me, especially, and etc. And like I said before, the music is not going to stop, ladies and gentlemen, because of everything I just said, and because, like I said, if you look under this playlist section of this YouTube channel, you see I've been working on albums, or started on albums, like Shark Fest for Ponte Vedra High School. That's their tribute album. Started on Character Counts album. I started on a few more albums that I can't fully name at this moment, but they're definitely under this channel and stuff like that. Palm Valley Academy tribute album, and etc. And Bridgeport, for Bridgeport, West Virginia. So again, I've been totally busy, and we're definitely going to see where it all goes. The next episode that I'm going to do this morning, it's 11:53. But the next episode I'm going to do is going to be a love and relationships episode, to explain with you all the love and relationships music that I've made in the past, I made in the present, and I'm going to release in the future. Slash, I'm gonna make in the future as well, to discuss with y'all, again, how it all goes and where I hope to land, with a lot of this love and relationships music. Again, I stutter from time to time, even when I know what I'm gonna say, I still stutter. So again, forgive me for doing that, but I definitely want everybody to, number one, pay attention to what's coming out of my mouth. You know, pay attention to what's number one coming out of my mouth, and then you use your own judgment off of what you're saying, to judge me accordingly and other stuff like that. But I can definitely assure you, to all the kids out there, regardless of what age you are, I'm living and dying each and every day to help you live up and help you, again, bridge that gap between, you and Christ when it comes to your relationship with Christ, and you getting better and better with that. I'm here to help bridge that. I'm here to help bridge your relationship with your family. If you have a rift there, I'm here to help, cleanse that rift and get you all back on good speaking terms. I'm here to do a lot of good, you could say a lot of God's work in many cases. And like I said, I know I don't always represent myself in the best manner with it, and I've admitted that many times. I don't always represent myself with the best manner of it, but the thing I can assure you this, that I have the quality that I have that a lot of people don't when it comes to doing God's work. It's just my opinion. Nobody has to agree with it. Is that I can admit it straight up. It don't take me a few days or even a few hours to ponder on it. When it comes to what I'm truly doing, I know right in live time, live action, what I'm doing right from wrong, and I can admit it in live time. It doesn't take me a few hours. Not to say I won't take a few hours to still meditate on what I could do better, because I totally will. But I know what I'm doing right there in live time and live action, to where almost nobody can, like I say, trying to find the best way to finish that sentence, but to where it's like nobody can truly be like, I guess you could say, he's not cautious of his actions. He's not aware of his actions and stuff like that. I'm very cautious and aware of my actions, and I'm very cautious aware of the fact that some people can and will lie to you and on you every which way just to, get their negative 2 cents in here and there. But I can definitely assure you, with whoever you deal with that's out there, stay prayed up with the Lord, and just note that definitely the truth will not only set you free, with those type of situations, but the truth will also give you, it will give you, like, the evidence will come out because of what the truth is, and stuff like that. It's like saying, don't, like, for example, I'm not gonna say I don't stress at times over these, various situations of my name being smeared and this other person buying it. I'm not saying I don't stress over times, because sometimes I do. That's why I made the song called Stress Over Nothing, because sometimes I do stress over that stuff. But I can assure you that most definitely, not only will the truth set you free, but the truth will also, give you that sense of, eventually, somewhere down the road, that courage and that confidence to, no matter what other people tell you, I got so many other souls that are here for, hey, I need to help again, lead them to the light, to where it's like, that's one of the top things that's been keeping me where I somewhat am, if not completely, when it comes to all the work that I've been doing with mentoring kids at Allen Denise as a school student for the last few years. Again, I graduated this past May. But that's one of the top things that's been keeping me on my toes when it comes to the subject, is that even though there's like 4 or 5, out of 20 that don't like me, I have, again, 15 that do. So it's like, am I going to make them suffer when it comes to, am I going to make the 15 that like me and love me and appreciate me suffer when it comes to, advice, wisdom, and just good laughs here and there? Am I going to make them suffer because these 5 don't like me and are just, have their own attitudes and etc.? So no, the statement there is no. You don't let them suffer because you're scared of these other 5 people, or we're not really fully scared of them, but you're at the same time, you're definitely, I want to say jinxy to a certain degree. I don't really know the word there, but like I say, you got to learn, like I say, to laugh at yourself sometimes, and like I say, and truly trust in your faith, and note that the truth definitely will set you free, and not only will the truth set you free, but the truth will as well give you a peace of mind. And it will, and it will definitely work its way out when you stick to the truth and nothing but the truth, etc. So again, God bless everybody's R&B heart and soul on that statement, and many, many more. Not saying that, like I say, I'm not saying that I'm all the times the perfect walking embodiment of it, but I can say I do enough right to where God knows the blessings have manifested in my life and have showed me great godly favor. in the most God-first appropriate way possible. Take care. More coming soon.